welcome back to another one of our videos. So we got tagged by
the books and things.
And this is called the Booktuber first and last tag.
So we're going to jump right into it because we got tagged.
Let's do it.
Okay, Emily, what was the first video you posted? Well, I guess
us posted because we did it together. First video that we posted was our introductory tag. And I guess after that, after our introduction, we did the infinite book tag, which is a really funny one that people should go check out. That's one of our older ones.
I guess we'll link both of them.
That one's hilarious.
Yeah, those were the first two videos that we put up, and the last video, our Catching Fire trailer reaction.
Catching Fire.
Okay,
number 2. Who was the first Booktuber you ever watched, and who was the last Booktuber you ever watched?
So the first Booktuber I ever watched, I guess, just like the books and things, it was Elle Fowler, who was originally a beauty guru, and I watched some of her book, like, literatures, that's what she calls them, and then I watched Allison Vlogs, and then, but like real Booktuber, it was the Readables. And the last one was Elska, which we will link all these peoples down below.
All these amazing people.
Who was the first Booktuber you ever watched?
Well, for me, I used to watch more like makeup and hair people.
Me too.
So she's not a Booktuber, but she's got really good hair makeup, and it's Let's Make It Up 1. She's a really good one, so I watch her all the time. Booktuber, I've gotten more into being roommates with Joanna and friends with her, and like one that I found on my own was Christina May. She's hilarious. Love Christina May. I basically is my sense of humor. That's how I feel like Christina May. I feel like we should be besties. Just saying. And probably the last one I watched was hers too.
Okay.
We watched the reading in the shower one.
That one's so funny. Okay. What is the first book you remember buying and the last book you bought? The first book you remember buying, Emily?
This one's hard.
Yeah, this one is hard.
Well, you see, I've been reading books forever.
Well, you remember buying though.
First book I remember buying. I think in elementary school. I remember I used to read the Boxcar Children series in elementary school, and I used to read like what's those called? The Treehouse ones. I don't know what those were called, but I think I bought those. So yeah, I think I bought the Boxcar Children ones.
That's the last book you bought. The
last one I bought was this. I got a shipment in of books a couple months ago, so this was like one of the last ones that came in, so I'm counting this. This is Lost Voices by Sarah Porter. It's a mermaid book, and it looks really good.
The first book I remember buying, same thing, I've been reading for so long I don't remember like the first book I really bought.
It's hard to remember if you checked them out at the library, if you bought them.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to be safe and say one of the Mary-Kate and Ashley books. I don't know which one, but I used to collect those. I'm going to say those ones. And the last book I bought on Monday, was Legend by Marie Lu, because it finally came out as a paperback, and I decided that I wasn't going to...
It was pretty cheap.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to wait any longer, because I've been wanting to read this for a year now. So, there it is. Question 4.
Okay, question number 4. What is the first novel you remember reading by yourself, and what was the last one that you read?
The first one I remember reading by myself. I'm gonna say it's like some French books though, that's the problem. Well, those Mary-Kate and Ashley books probably don't count as novels, do they? I don't know.
To them, they're probably novels.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go safe and say that because I do not remember like stuff that I would... It's just been so long.
I read so much as a little kid.
And the last novel I read was Insurgent by Veronica Roth, which we just put up a video to, like a review, and we will link that down below or somewhere here on the screen.
I think...
How about you? The first novel I remember reading.
I don't know. Like we were joking. I probably came out of the womb reading. Like, came out with reading a book. I don't even remember. I've read so many. First one.
It's hard, huh?
I remember... I mean, this isn't the first one, but I remember being on looking at home videos, and I'm we're in Mexico, and there's like a party cruise that we're on, our family, and I'm sitting there reading Little Women. I'm just like, I'm gonna be antisocial and read Ways while there's a big party going on. And I guess that's not, I don't even know. I don't know.
Let's count that. What's the last one you read?
Series?
No, novel.
Sorry, I don't have it. Beautiful Chaos, which is back there. Yeah, I'm almost done. I will get Beautiful Gentian probably next year.
Good. Wait, you're gonna wait that long?
Yeah, because I have so many other books to read.
That's true. Oh dear. Okay, what was the first dystopian?
I can't finish a series.
What was the first dystopian novel you ever read, and what was the last dystopian you read? The first one.
My first one was The Giver, and then I also started the Ugly series for the first time that year. That was in 6th grade, and I've read the Ugly series 3 times. Those are really good ones. The Giver is amazing too. And what was the last dystopian I read? Wither. Yes, that was a good one too.
Which you will be doing a review on that. Well, she will.
I will.
The first, I didn't read dystopians until last year. I was all about classics, so I just started my dystopian thing, which is why I'm reading so many now, because I need to get caught up on all those series. Mm-hmm. So I guess it was The Hunger Games, and I loved it.
Woohoo!
I loved it. And the last one I read was Insurgent by Veronica Roth.
What was the first paranormal romance you've ever read, and what was the last one that you ever read?
I think that the first one was Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, which we have a blog review on that. It'll be down below too. So many links in this video. And the last one...
Link! I like Link. Beautiful creatures.
And the last one was The Host. How about you?
My first ones were the Mediator series by Meg Cabot. Those ones are... Love them. I even have them in Swedish. They're so good. And, let's see, the last ones that I read were... Oh, the ones I'm reading right now. Beautiful Creatures series. The Castor Chronicles.
Nice. What was the first book that made you cry, and what was the last one that made you cry?
Your turn.
No, you start.
We had to read Where the Red Fern Grows in 4th grade, and I just bawled the whole class. We were just like little 4th graders bawling our eyes out because these dogs died. It's such a sad story. Why do they put kids through that?
That is hard.
It's such a sad story.
Why would you read that?
And then another one was in 5th grade. We read Tuck Everlasting, and that one, the book and the movie. Every time I see the movie, I just bawl my eyes out. It's such a sad one. And the last one made me cry was Fault in Our Stars. One just you'll cry, you'll laugh. I love Fault in Our Stars.
I have no idea. I usually don't cry with books at all. Like, I don't. I think the first one that, maybe the Diaries of Anne Frank made me cry. Probably was the first and the last one. Yeah, I think that was the first one that made me cry. Oh, wait. I think that was the last one that made me cry. Because I think the first one was a book that I read about this girl. I don't know what the name in English is for this book. But she was a drug addict, and it's kind of like journal entries that they like put together. And it was just really sad. Yeah.
Lucky number 8. What was the first entire series you completed? What was the last one?
The first one was The Hunger Games. And the last one, well, I guess Divergent. Like, it's not completed because the last book isn't out, but yeah. Before that, I would say The Maze Runner, because that one is like, oh, I haven't read the prequel, but the series I've completed. But I'm just going to go with Divergent. How about you?
Okay, so my first one was, what was my first one? My first one that I completed? Twilight. That's what it was, that one. That's why I can't remember, because I tried to take those years out of my brain. That was Twilight, sadly. Probably there was another one, but Twilight. Oh, no, Mediator series, I guess, too.
What was the last one?
Okay, the random people screaming outside our window. The last one was, I want to say I'm done with Beautiful Creatures series. I just have to read Beautiful Redemption, but it's going to take a while. And then I was working on the Ugly series for the 3rd time again. And then, tons of peer pressure, and people told me to read, as our little bookcase right now to hold up our camera, the Mortal Instruments series. Read them all. They're all 6 right here. All big of them. All 6 months of them. And then I'm starting on Clockwork Princess, so then I'll be done. That'll be my newest one.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to read that one.
Nice. I'm excited because I'm getting them shipped home. Question number 9. What was the first book you couldn't push yourself to finish, and the last one?
The first one was 1984, and The Handmaid's Tale. Those ones we both had to read in school, and those ones I just both found were really just nasty. And I don't know, I usually can take a lot in a book, but those ones were just pushing it for me. And then the last one that I couldn't finish was The Host, but then I did finish it because I wanted to finish it before the movie, even though I didn't like the book. I wasn't a big fan of the book, but I liked the movie.
Yeah.
They did a good job on that.
The first book I didn't like. I always, like she said, it takes a lot for me not to finish a book, and even like
Even if I hate it, I'm just like, well, I gotta finish it.
Yeah, I read this book that was like nasty. Like this girl's like 9 and drugged and prostitute. And I finished that, but then we had to read The Pest by Albert Camus. That's his name.
Some
Okay.
French person.
Yeah, I read the book in high school. High school. Yeah, last year in high school. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not read the whole book. I just read certain chapters that I needed for my homework, and then I thought I was gonna fail the test, like the huge test at the end of the year on the book, because I just didn't read it. But no, I passed it, and that was great because I didn't read the book. And then the last one was The Host. I put it down a couple times, but then I still finished it. Yeah, it took a long time.
And the last one, who is the first person that we will tag? We're going to tag Elska again, as always.
As always.
And the last person we're going to tag is
Book Reviewer 21. As always.
Girl.
So.
And anyone else who just wants to join in on the tag, just pretend that we said your name.
We said your name right here.
That's
said your
not
name.
my name.
There you go.
Alejandro. That was our Booktuber first and last tag. We hope that you found that somewhat entertaining for your ears and eyes and reading pleasureness.
Yeah. And that is going to be it. Remember that our giveaways on Tumblr and Facebook are open. Once we hit 500 subbies right here, there will be a giveaway. Yeah, I'm tired. And we have a Q&A that's still kind of going, so tweet us the questions, Tumblr.
Message us on Tumblr. You'll get
or here
for promo. Do it.
Or right here.
All you have to do is ask a question. It's really not that hard.
Doesn't really matter how you do it, but yeah, just Q&A.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Love
Thank you guys so much, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye.